glasses. Might have hair in here. Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. This is Todd. This is the ISLANDDAD channel. Got another pair up here. I found my glasses. How's everybody doing? Welcome to my channel. I've been having some technical difficulties because we got to get our Wi-Fi moved closer to where we're at. So we're going to have it moved into here. Then we won't have a problem anymore. How's everybody doing today? I'm here in the Philippines. I moved here a year ago. I'm over here in Metro Manila. Living my best life. See if anybody comes on here. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody had a good holiday. Welcome to my channel. I'll stay on for a little bit today, guys. I think I'll be kind of in and out of this a bit because I'm just getting back in the swing of things with this. Because we just recently moved into the other apartment downstairs. That's why you see the new background. My name is Todd. This is the ISLANDDAD channel. I'm here in Metro Manila. Welcome to my channel. I'm from Colorado, USA. I moved here. Hi, how you guys doing? Am I lagging, guys? Just wanted to find out. Peekaboo. Anne Marie. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? It's okay, you're not lagging. Okay, I was lagging earlier, so I just wanted to find out. That's awesome, great. Because if somebody's on the internet upstairs, it makes it lag down here. So we're actually going to move the internet down here, so it shouldn't lag anymore. But how's everybody doing? I'm finally back on. I took a few days off because we moved down to our lower apartment. April owns apartments, so that's where we're at right now, in the lower apartment. She just got finished doing all this. Please like and subscribe. My name's Todd. This is the ISLANDDAD channel. I've been here from the U.S. 11 months. It'll be 12 months by the end of the middle of this month. I remember the last two lives I was on. You were on the ocean and at the cabin. I respect the cool scenery. Okay, I'm still going to do that. I'm still going to put the green screens up because I like the green screens, and sometimes I'll put a picture up because I'll tell the story behind it about where it's at or Sometimes I do pictures of uh, places I've been. So I have like a lot of pictures from the national parks in the U.S. and I like to use those because it's good conversation pieces. I was the one who suggests you play Jaws music in the ocean. That's a good idea. I remember that, and I've actually thought about that. I got to figure out a way to do that without getting um they like YouTube likes to um YouTube likes to uh, penalize you if you use copyrighted things. So I got to be very careful what I use. So like if I have to, in other words, I have to get this thing. It's called a mechanical license. Then I'm allowed to use like copyrighted songs so I can play, or I can use background music. So we'll do something though. We'll do something cool. There is uncopyrighted music I can get for the background. So, but I do like the Jaws idea. So like most of the pictures, I know where most of the pictures were taken because I took them. You know, so and usually the work stuff the pictures like of the cabin. Of different jobs I've done. I kind of explain what I did, stuff like that. It's kind of fun. I like to talk about that stuff. I used to do it all the time, so. But how's everybody doing right now? Hey, Charles, how you doing? How are you doing over there in Kenya? What kind of jobs have you done? Is a marine biologist one of them? I was never a marine biologist. I've always been, okay, so I've been into trades most of my life. So I've been like a mason most of my life. I did like brick, block, and stone in Colorado. I've done a little bit of timber work, like carpentry. I've done HVAC. I used to do, what is that stuff? I used to do like duct work for an HVAC company. I've done some plumbing in the past. I used to build cars for Ford Motor Company for about 10 years. Yeah, yeah. I worked on, I was a journeyman mason in Colorado before I moved here. So I used to work on big buildings. I've built a couple stadiums. I've built a whole bunch of hospitals, built high-rise buildings. Then I've also done residential, working on like that big cabin. I worked on that. I've worked on many big jobs. Starry, how are you doing, Starry? Welcome to my channel. This ISLANDDAD channel. Sounds like really interesting work. Yeah, I like doing it. Especially the way we did stonework. It was like the old-fashioned way, with a hammer and chisel. You shape the rock. Hammer and chisel. I enjoyed it. It's fun because I could be artistic with it. And I also laid brick and block too. That was kind of boring. But stone, I really liked the stone. I did about 90% of the work I did back in the States was stonework. I also poured concrete for a long time. That's a hard job. Done some roofing. I've been in trades my whole life. But I worked for Ford for about 10 years building, started with building Lincoln Town cars, and then I went to another plant and we built F-150s. What are some funny moments from your different jobs? Oh, just, just goofing off with the guys. You know, we used to talk a lot of crap. You know, on the scaffold when we were laying stone or brick and block. You know, you're always talking crap to the guys around you. Uh, Let me see here. What's a funny moment? Not really a whole lot of funny, except for you'd have to be there to kind of understand. We've had some scary moments. I seen a guy fall 3 stories. That was scary. You know, and he bounced off the wall and fell back into the scaffold. We were up 5 stories, so that's what saved him. I seen the guy way up high have a seizure and hit the deck and fall to the floor, and I had to get him down off the scaffold. Things like that. So I've had some experiences in my life. But I mean, the funny moments would be like just like we'd play pranks on each other. We'd how many bones did he break? He didn't break any bones. He tore his rotator cuff. That was it. I was so shocked. I thought for sure he would have broke his ribs and everything else the way he fell. But he only tore his rotator cuff, and it ruined him forever. He couldn't work it. He couldn't work a pie like that anymore. It scared him. Let me see here. Funny things that I remember. Let's see if I can remember. We used to play pranks on each other. Like, we'd like the mud. You have a big mud board, and they'd fill it full of mud. We used to take and screw the guy's trowel down to the mud board. Then we'd cover it with mud, so he'd try and grab it off the mud board, and he couldn't lift it up. We've nailed trowels because you know the mason trowel's pointy. We used to nail it from the heel into the mud board all the way, so he couldn't get it out. Yeah, we used to do some stupid stuff. They've taken all my tools out of my bag and filled the bottom of it full of mud and stuck all my tools in there, and I didn't catch it overnight, so I had to break all the mud off my tools. Was a washer flash, and you rolled on the flashing on the iron up the wall before you lay. But in summertime, it's really, really sticky, and it comes like a big piece of tape. So they took all my tools, all my small tools, and they rolled it up, and they folded it all up in there. And I went off on medical right before they did it, so I didn't catch it until I went back to work 3 months later. That thing was so hard to pull apart. See if that helps. I closed a bunch of windows out. I'll turn off my other device too, because sometimes if too many devices are going. There you go. Maybe that will help. Hopefully that helps. Am I still lagging, guys? Peekaboo, where are you from? Are you from the States, or are you from Europe? Canada? Baby finally fell asleep too, so that's good. She's getting some rest. She needed it. How's everybody doing today? me see here. I think it's. See if that works. I don't know if I'm still lagging, guys, so please let me know. If I am, I'll probably go off early. I'll have to go up in the evening and do my shows up in the evening upstairs until I get it moved down here. But that's okay. How's everybody doing today, though? Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so yet. My name's Todd. This is the ISLANDDAD channel. I'm here in Metro Manila. I came here 11 months ago. I moved here from Colorado, USA, where I lived for like 20 years before I moved here, on the Front Range, up close to Fort Collins, where I worked as a mason for the last 20 years, and not much else. I mean, my life is pretty humdrum. I am married. I got 2 daughters. I got a 19-year-old daughter who's going to college right now to be a nurse, and I got a little 4-month baby that's the love of my life. It's my first biological child of mine. So I'm very, very happy about that, having a kid. Even though it's later in my life, I've always wanted to have a kid. Me and my wife been married for a year. Her name is April. A lot of you have met her already. But all you new ones, you'll meet her eventually. She comes on quite a bit with me, and we have like an open forum discussion here, just about anything. I talk about my old job. I talk about content creating. I talk about let's see here. I talk about music, food, living in the Philippines, what it's like for me here. We have good discussions here. We sometimes have this fun cracking jokes. A lot of young people come on and they'll do jokes and stuff like that. So like I said, I've been off for a couple days because we were moving stuff down and trying to get this thing ready to go live again down here. I still got to get the internet moved down here though, because it's so because it's kind of it lags down here. I'm not getting a good enough signal down here. So how's everybody doing? I'm going to go off in 7 minutes if I don't get people on here. I know it's just been kind of hard with my internet the way it's been. Until I get it fixed, it's going to probably be a little bit of a battle down here. And I don't want to go up there yet because it's really hot up there right now. That's the one thing about the Philippines. It's hot here all the time, which I like. I like that. I like the fact that I'm not dealing with winter anymore. Winter was kind of like not my favorite time of year, and I like living in a place where there's no snow. Not even on their highest mountains do they get snow. It's not high enough. So that's a good thing. But that's about it. Welcome to my channel. Please like, subscribe. Like these first few times are going to be kind of tough. I got to get back in the swing of things here and I'm probably gonna have to. I'm gonna have to go upstairs and do my live upstairs. I'll get a chair there. Do it in the other room. Okay, guys, I think I'm gonna call it because I'm not getting anybody on right now. I think I'm lagging again. I'll see you a little bit later. I'll be on tonight later on.